Hello, Permakids. hey, everybody! It's the Permakid Podcast. You're watching episode 35.
35.
We've been doing this for over a year, 2. What? I don't even know.
Yeah, this is year 2.
We're very excited about this episode because a lot of stuff happened in the nerd world, in the nerd community.
Whole bunch of
and
stuff.
we have strong opinions about things. Yes. First of all, we went to South by Southwest.
Yes. It was fun.
Speak for yourself.
James didn't have fun. I had fun for the most part. There was a couple of parts of where it was kind of boring, but it was kind of due to us just arriving somewhere late as fuck. So when we got there, we had to stand up for the Gaming Awards, and then that was just kind of like...
I feel like, I
didn't want to stand up.
I feel like I aged like 20 years.
James isn't a gamer anymore.
Seeing all the people dressed up and getting excited about video games, like, turned me into an old cranky man who was like, "Oh, what are these video games?" And
he was an old cranky man while he was dressed as a Ghostbuster.
Yeah, I'm not a Permakid anymore. I'm just a full-on Ghostbuster. But yeah, it was the thing I didn't like about it was we went in 2015 and it was my first time. And it was very magical, and I gotta say, this year seemed like not a carbon copy, but like when you make a copy and it's not as good as the original, it was that. And not only, and I'm not saying it was just copied like exactly for what it was, but I'm saying like there were games that they had on display that were on display in 2015. So games I didn't know about, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna check that out. When I went home, I checked those games out, and then a year later, I went back to South by Southwest, and they were still talking about those games. I'm like, yeah, we played them. We're good. So there was like not really any new stuff.
Perfect example of this was Kingdom. Did you see the booth where the guy was advertising Kingdom, where you either a princess or a prince, and you be a king or a queen, and you're supposed to build the barricades up. Looks kind of like fucking Dear God. So it's just Go Right Championship Edition, and I said, he's like, you should check this game out. I was like, yes, I played it a year ago when y'all told me about it the first time. It wasn't that good. It was alright.
And they were showing Brawlhalla, and...
Which looks... we need to play Brawlhalla.
No, I have Brawlhalla. We will play it.
That needs to happen, because that game is fun.
But it's just such a... It's been out.
Yeah.
I feel like we went there and they were like, dude, check it out. Super Mario World. I was like, yeah, we know. And I don't know. It was strange. And then the actual gaming awards, it was. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm a little bit biased towards 2015 because there was an open bar, and this time there was like no refreshments or anything. And
the water cooler didn't even have cold water in it, man. I was a little disappointed.
It was cool, and then there was something that was kind of like.
Plus 2015, the hosts were Markiplier and Janet Varney, who is the voice of Korra in The Legend of Korra. This year, it was like Jacksepticeye, and we can go ahead and talk shit about him because his defender, Black Sheep's not here. But he was there, and like some chick that looked like Jamie Lynn Spears. Yeah, right? I was like, Jamie Lynn Spears, what are you doing here? But like, they look like Cosmo and Wanda from Fairly Odd Parents, and just...
It was weird.
It didn't occur to me that one was green and one was pink.
Yeah.
I never thought about that either.
And not only that, but like, I feel so old. I feel like I can't even be a Permakid anymore. Because there were so many people in that room getting excited about games that I have not played or heard about. And I just felt so cranky about it. Like, if Black Sheep was here, she'd be singing the praises of Undertale. But when they were like, when somebody just barely mentioned Undertale, the room shook. And I was just like, I don't know what that is. How is that? Play a real game like Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know. I just wasn't. I don't know.
I liked the award show for what it was. I just hated the fact that I had to fucking stand up the whole time. Like the space was limited this year. Like they didn't have full funding or some shit. So it seemed like they had a smaller room and there was less places to sit. So that was.
The band wasn't as good as Critical Hit.
They weren't. I did enjoy them though. They did do a cover of Everybody Wants to Rule the World. And that was good. I enjoyed the band, the cartoons they had playing in the background that they had. But
They didn't sync up to what they were singing either.
Yeah.
That was upsetting. And then our friend Aaron sat down on the floor, and some dude was like, "Excuse me, you can't sit on the floor. It's a fire hazard."
Yeah.
She was nowhere near the door. She was like in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
Like if a fire broke out, some guy would just make a beeline for the corner before he went to the door. And she got up and she was so mad. And then like some other people went and sat on the floor. They didn't get bothered at all.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I don't know what's happening.
yeah,
here.
I didn't like that. That was where at the Hilton. I didn't like that setting. I think that was my main gripe with it. But shout out to Aaron and Alyssa for being there because I think they probably made it more fun than it actually really was.
And Emmy.
Yeah, shout out to Emmy too.
Whoa!
I think they made it more fun for us than it really was. But I still, at the end of the day, I still enjoyed myself. But
Your Walking Dead
thought-
episode just finished downloading.
I thought it was cool
Really?
that they were going around getting all like the free swag, like the bags, the shirts.
Yeah.
That was a really good idea. And if
Yeah.
I'd been on that from the beginning, I really couldn't do anything. This was my first time cosplaying. I was dressed as a Ghostbuster. I had the full proton pack.
you were getting asked for a picture
Yeah.
for like 3 seconds.
But what was cool about it was I couldn't really buy anything either because I didn't want to carry anything around.
Yeah.
So I didn't buy anything. I didn't take pictures. I didn't get anything. I just walked around and took pictures of people, and it was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
At least you got a good picture of your brother in law enforcement.
Yes. Those cops seemed... Is it just me? Like, they were cool police officers, but they seemed corrupt. Like the fact that they all had, like, Cuban cigars
Yeah.
and, like...
That just seems
didn't give a shit.
that almost seems like a cop you see in a movie.
Yeah, they
really,
seemed like movie cops.
Yeah, it was weird.
They might have just been, like, college guys cosplaying as police officers. Like, they seemed like mobsters.
Yeah,
That was weird.
I look back and I was just like, why are there two cops like looking at us like that? And I was like, oh yeah, James is a Ghostbuster. And they were just like, hey man, can I have a pic? And it's like,
I expect
yeah.
I expect nothing less.
White
from
privilege.
Austin cops.
Hey, we want to speak to you about taking a picture with us. Like, okay.
Are you with them? Nah.
Arrest them, officers.
Nah, that was my only complaint. But the trip itself, I don't think I've laughed as much. We went to Gordo's Saturday night. And after we ate, apparently I got like fucking food drunk or some shit.
Yeah, me and you.
Yeah, we were laughing.
We were getting on everybody's nerves. We were making like not even inappropriate jokes. We were
Yeah.
just making fun of Kaiser and stuff, and everybody was just like, "Guys, stop!" And I was like, "No, we're having fun."
I was like food drunk or some
Yeah.
shit. We
Giggling.
laughed till about 3 a.m. listening to Bushes of Love. Shout out to Bad Lip Reading.
Bad lip reading, Bushes of Love. Look it up on YouTube right now if you don't know.
I just discovered that gym Saturday and it has not left my anything since.
I got it on iTunes immediately. Not iTunes, Google Play, whatever, same thing.
Yeah.
And we listened to it like 3 times on our way back from Austin. It was awesome. Okay, other than South by Southwest, some amazing things have happened. Daredevil is on Netflix, season 2. Batman Superman, the movie came out. The Fallout DLC, a bunch of other stuff. So first, what do you want to talk about? You want to start with Daredevil?
You can start with Daredevil.
Oh my god. Daredevil Season 2 is available on Netflix. If you haven't started watching Daredevil, I highly suggest it. If you don't like Daredevil, give it a shot. This is not the Daredevil you remember when Ben Affleck ruined Daredevil back in the day. We'll get back to that because Ben Affleck is now Batman and he's awesome. But he didn't fit. He needed to learn. He got a lot of experience. He grinded. He grinded for experience. He leveled up. He came back. And he beat the boss like it was overpowered.
Yeah.
But anyway, Daredevil.
Now I know what you're thinking already. Just like I liked Ben Affleck as Daredevil, right?
Yes, I love.
Now here's the thing.
Is he lying? Is he playing?
No, he's dead serious. Here's the thing.
I didn't like Elektra.
You will love Elektra now.
Yeah, I didn't dislike him as Daredevil that much. My gripe with that was when you watch the series, then you will see why no one cares about Ben Affleck playing Daredevil.
Yeah.
That'll all go away and you'll be like, okay, all right, I understand.
It's like, It's like eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every day of the rest of your life and being perfectly fine with it. And then one day somebody introduces you to a triple cheese, triple meat Whataburger, and now suddenly you can't just go back and have that PB&J anymore.
It's a true story, man.
You've been ruined for food.
I know you don't like watching live action anything, but you need to watch that series so you can just be like,
It's like,
okay.
Imagine if Shakira came in here right now and had sex with you. You'd never be able to have sex with a normal woman again. You'd be like, thanks, Shakira, you ruined it. And that's what Daredevil is on Netflix. It just ruins the Daredevil movie. Hey, we're gonna have to shut this off as everybody logs in. It's just like, it freaks me out, man. I have anxiety problems. Anyway, yeah. But Daredevil season 2, it's amazing. The Punisher shows up. Do we want to do spoilers?
Yeah.
Okay, spoiler alert. We're going to be talking about major plot points in the show. So if you haven't seen it, you're interested in seeing it, you don't want to be spoiled, turn this off now, come back later. But yeah, we're going to be talking about spoilers.
Not like any of our asshole friends are listening to this anyway.
True. We got 32 people that watch this every time. Thank you to those 32. What is it like? Quincy, J-Rock, Kenny, maybe. Like, thank you. Thank you very much for listening. We appreciate it. We appreciate those 30 views.
Oh, fuck. I feel bad. Kenny said he wanted to be in this podcast talking about Batman, Superman.
Oh, should we call him?
I mean, yeah, we want to do a conference call and call him up.
Kenny, we're about to give you a call when we talk about Batman, Superman. But right now we're talking about Daredevil. Okay, I just want to say a couple of things. I love Daredevil so much on Netflix. I didn't read any of the comics. I mean, maybe there's some comic fans that are like, it's not exactly what it needs to be. The Punisher is now an ex-soldier instead of like an ex-cop. Having said that, this Tom Jane is no longer the Punisher to me. What's his name? What's this guy's name?
Oh, John Bernthal.
John Bernthal is the Punisher.
Yes.
To me. He's no longer Shane from The Walking Dead. To me.
That's gone.
He's amazing. Charlie Cox is amazing. Everybody is doing such a great job. Now I will say that the stunt doubles aren't always like they're wearing different wigs completely, and the choreography is a little bit wonky. But the story is great, and everything like plays out so satisfying that I'm a huge fan.
I think Foggy is my only complaint with this.
Really?
It's just his character, like every episode is kind of just like doing that same whine and everything. Yeah. So it's after a while, it's just like, will you shut the fuck up, man, and let the man do what he has to do? I
disagree because I think Foggy, he went to law school. He's a lawyer. His best friend went to law school.
No, see, I'm not saying his
lifestyle.
I'm not saying his claims aren't valid. His claims are, because what Matt does the whole season is just kind of forgets him for the most part, and just lets Foggy's end up doing all the trial and shit by himself. So he's correct in that. Yeah. But I'm tired of hearing you whine. You know why he's doing it though.
He's becoming a better lawyer at least.
Yeah, and kudos to him for that. And
Foggy, he's got a lot of great satisfying moments as well.
Yeah, shout out to I don't know what his fucking name was from the Mighty Ducks, but Fulton. Shout out to Fulton for the Mighty Ducks. I just want him to just look, man, you know why Matt's doing what he's doing. So, give the man a little break. He's damn near dying every night so you can live. Cut the man some slack.
But then again, I mean, they all realize that it's kind of like that Batman argument where if Batman didn't exist, there wouldn't be so many bad guys in Gotham. And Daredevil's the same way, but at the same time, it's not. It's not the same.
Kingpin would still exist.
The Kingpin would exist. The Yakuza would be doing what they're doing. Everybody would still be doing what they're doing. So far, the Punisher hasn't created anybody.
Yeah.
Even not the Punisher, Daredevil. And the Punisher would be doing what he's doing, whether there's a vigilante Daredevil or not. So, but I heard somebody say these people wouldn't be cropping up if it weren't for you.
That's not true.
That's not valid just yet. And the whole thing was freaking me out. The whole show was freaking me out because when the Punisher was talking about how he promised his daughter he would read that story tomorrow, and tomorrow never came. And then the next scene, Matt was talking to Karen, and he was like, let's have dinner tomorrow. Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, she's, and if you do read the comics, and I didn't read the comics, I just I'm one of those Wikipedia warriors. I know I shouldn't be, but I am. I'm sorry. But I looked it up, and spoiler alert, she's not gonna make it.
Damn.
Probably in season 3. I'll tell you right now, if they introduce Bullseye, get nervous.
Yeah.
So, sorry. Spoiler alert.
But yeah, John Bernthal did a great job. Everybody did a great job in the movie, and I was. Oh, Electra was fucking awesome as shit.
When I saw that they casted somebody for Electra, I was like, A, I don't care about Electra. B, this lady doesn't look interesting. C, I don't care. 3, I don't care again. And I'm watching the show, and now I'm in love with her. Electra's cool to me now.
Yeah.
That's what Daredevil does. It's like, you don't care until you watch it, and now it's like, this is better than everything else.
You remember the Electra movie, right? That this wipes it completely out. It wipes it away.
I do kind of wish that they would play some Evanescence or some Hoobastank.
Play Evanescence while she's like stabbing fucking sandbags with size and stuff.
Wake me up! It's not Daredevil. It's not Electra until I see that scene.
Yeah, I'm not all into Daredevil like that comic wise. I didn't know about it either, but this one introduces the Hand.
Yeah, the Hand is a big deal.
Yeah, it is some shit happening. Please go watch that. Like I beg anyone to go watch it.
If you're not a comic book fan, watch it.
Yeah,
because we didn't even read the comics. We're in love with it now.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Speaking of comic books,
All right.
sorry. Speaking of comic books, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice came out, and did you see it?
Nope.
So you didn't watch Daredevil. So we got him on the bench right now, just kind of chilling out.
No, I always thought Ben Affleck would make an awesome Batman because Matt Murdock and Bruce Wayne are the exact same fucking person.
Well, yeah, they
Sort
are.
of.
Yeah.
Except one's blind.
I'm telling you, man, it's yes and no to what you just said.
When they first started showing pictures of Ben Affleck dressed as Batman, I was like, yes. He's good. This is gonna be good. I was worried because of the Daredevil movie, but everything is fine.
Ben Affleck has probably been the most. He should win the comeback actor of like all time.
Yeah.
Like in anything.
As soon as he made Argo, it was like,
yeah, he's been just like on the rise ever since. If not at the top.
Do we need to call Kenny?
Yeah, let me see if I can get in touch with him.
Now I'm gonna say this. When I watched the movie, I had heard that the critics were giving it bad reviews. It got like 30% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
I totally disagree with that. I am in love with that movie. I felt like an excited little kid the entire time I was watching it. I was like, there were times where I was like shaking, covering my face, and being like, yes! Like, it's been so long since I felt like that this movie just making me feel that way again. Like, I love it. And what's weird is, like, when I saw Wonder Woman in the trailer, I was like, I don't care. Again, I don't care. And they've already revealed how she's coming in. It's like, is she with you? I thought she was with you. I thought that was so lame. All the trailers were such hype killers. And then when I saw the movie and she actually does that same scene, I'd already seen it, but for some reason I was like, yes! Like, something about the music or what. I don't know what they did, but suddenly I was like, yes! And Wonder Woman just showed up, kicked ass, and I loved it. And now people are complaining she only had 6 minutes of screen time in the whole movie.
Now, remember early on, everybody was just like, she's going to be a terrible Wonder Woman. Like, she's too skinny.
I was saying that.
Yeah, a lot of people were.
But Gal Gadot, I'm sorry. You did a good job. You did amazing. But the movie's not called Batman v Superman v Wonder Woman. It's called Batman v Superman.
Hello?
So who cares if she had 6 minutes?
Hey, where you at? Okay, we doing... I forgot that you want to do this podcast, so we calling you so you can put your opinion on air. Yeah, well, I'm putting you on speakerphone so everybody can hear you.
So we just called our friend Kenny, and he saw the movie too, and he wants to talk about it. So we're gonna put him
Kenny,
on.
tell everybody how you felt about Daredevil, about Batman versus Superman.
Excellent, it was a great movie. I actually loved it, being a Batman fan. You saw a different side of both Batman and Superman. You didn't see the kind of clumsy Superman that you've seen in the past with, like, Dean Cain or the...
Hey, man, fuck you. Dean Cain's cool.
You just saw a kind of solid Superman, Clark Kent, that had his stuff together. But you saw compassion in him, everything was bothering him. Everybody trying to figure out what the deal is, and he trying to figure himself out,
Yeah.
And with Batman, I saw kind of he's more brutal than any other Batman.
Yes.
Ever.
Other than the Thomas Wayne Batman from the alternate universe, who was just shooting dudes right in the face.
That's what I mostly relate him to. Like
Yeah.
when I saw him fight, and just, I mean, he was killing people. In certain points, like, he put people down. So
Yeah,
that's what I said. That's what I thought of Thomas Wayne when I saw that.
that was awesome. This movie was everything that I needed it to be. When people that liked the movie still are complaining about Lex Luthor, I even liked Lex Luthor.
Same here.
I thought he was a scary villain. He was super smart. He got Superman to kneel before him, and just like he was playing Batman like a pawn in a game. That right there, when you can play Batman like a pawn, I'm scared of you. And so Lex Luthor Jesse Eisenberg. I mean, he seemed crazy. He seemed off. He seemed hungry for power, and he wanted to take down the people that like unrightfully had power. And he orchestrated such a great way to bring these gods down to his level, or to the normal people's level, and that makes a great
I didn't see
villain.
that explosion in that courthouse coming at all. That caught me off guard.
Yeah, that freaked me
was
out
awesome.
too. Yeah,
I did not see that coming whatsoever.
and
And that's the thing. Like I looked at with Zack Snyder, he makes his characters different than normal than what we've actually been seeing in movies.
Yeah.
Like you saw the Christopher Reeves, you saw the
Brandon Routh.
you saw all the
Michael
different
Keaton,
Batmans
yeah.
in the past and everything. Every character he's made has been different.
Yeah. Now,
Even from his, like, if you go from Jack Nicholson's Joker to
Heath
Heath
Ledger.
Ledger's Joker, like,
Yeah.
those were two different Jokers.
Yeah. And now a lot of comic book fans though will give the argument that that's not the person that they grew up with. And I can see a valid argument for them being having their trust hurt and being upset about that.
Then you think about, like, haven't you had that the last
Yeah.
2 or 3 movies already, though?
Yeah.
Like,
Like 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
that's what I'm saying.
and
I
that's-
wanted something
Batman,
different.
Batman
like,
Returns, Batman and Robin, Batman
Yeah.
Forever, Batman the animated goddamn
We've
series.
seen him goofy. We've seen Batman
We've
being
not
breakable.
seen Batman
We
and
haven't
Robin.
seen a
That was
Batman that can hold his own against superheroes. And now we have Ben Affleck.
And technically, none of us grew up with the actual Batman and Superman. Most of them niggas are dead because it came out in the fucking 30s.
Yeah, since we're all about
Stop
30.
complaining about
I mean,
comic
they've been
books.
playing every Batman or Superman movie the past week. So you've been able to catch up to
Yeah.
what you want, to everything, and look at this movie and see how it's completely different.
Oh, that reminds me.
And I mean, that's why I loved it. I've watched it twice in a weekend.
Yeah, I saw it twice.
I've never watched a movie twice
Yeah.
in a week.
Now,
Ever
now
in my
that
life.
that actually reminds me of some things that I was getting mad about when I first watched Batman Superman. It reminds me of when I watched X-Men Days of Future Past. I was getting so mad that they weren't going to mention that Magneto was Quicksilver's dad, or that Quicksilver had a sister. And then, like, they would do little hints, like little things where he's like, "You can bend metal, huh? My mom knew a guy that could do that."
Yeah.
And I was like, that's all I needed. And then it showed, like, at the end of the movie, it showed Pietro holding Wanda,
Yeah.
like while they were watching TV, and so I was mad throughout the whole movie. But then, like, at the end, they were like, "No, it's good. We're smart," and so I wasn't mad. Now, Batman Superman: Dawn of Justice almost did the same thing, where I was like, "Cool, we get to see Thomas and Martha Wayne die again. We don't need to see this," and I was mad about it. And then it comes back in a huge way.
Yeah.
That it absolutely needed to be shown again.
Yeah.
And then I was like, cool, there's a lot of dream sequences in this movie, sort of wasting screen time. And then no, I'm sorry, but all the dream sequences come back in a huge way.
Yeah.
And they aren't actually even dream sequences. Apparently, somebody's sending messages to Bruce Wayne from the future. And it's awesome. So right when I was about to get mad about all the dream sequences, something like they showed that the dream sequences were very necessary for the future of these movies.
Batvision.
So this movie was everything that I needed it to be, and everything that they kind of steered away, they ended up bringing back together, and it just, every scene was necessary, Everything was perfect. I love this movie.
Now
I do too. I think like if they'd have took away some of the stuff in the trailers, it would have made it a lot better. You know, I think they showed just a little bit too much in the trailers.
Yeah.
But still, after watching it, watching Doomsday, watching him show up, you know, like I said, Wonder Woman, when she showed up, she did it great from start to finish.
Yeah, we were saying that.
You know, Aquaman, I would have liked to seen a little more from him. You know, I liked the way his eyes came out, like when he was in the ship and everything, but the way he came out a little bit, I was like, okay. And then he blasted off, and I'm like, that's what's up. And
that lingered a little bit too long for me.
What the
it
the
just
lead
showed
like staring at the camera?
Jason Momoa for way too long.
The movie took from all those animated movies that I watched, all the Justice League. It took from Justice League War. It took from The Dark Knight Returns. It took from Flashpoint. I mean, it took from all of them. And
I'm glad that you said that because those are such good movies.
To add context to the part where Aquaman came out, just one scene where Bruce Wayne gets some files from Lex where he's already been doing research on all these other metahumans. And in the files contained were Wonder Woman, Cyborg, The Flash, and Aquaman. So there's a part where Wonder Woman opens those files up because she's wondering the whole time she's trying to get those same files from Lex.
She just wants to delete a picture.
Yeah, she wants to delete that one picture so anybody can see it because it shows that she was alive in like 1910. So to add context to that, when she opens the files up and see that she's been looked at it from him, she also opens up the file of the Flash, and it shows him like at a gas station, and it shows shows him basically using his ability. And then the next one shows Aquaman where he's underwater and he comes out looking like a fucking badass, and there's like a camera that's just like staring at him. You are correct. That scene did last a little bit too long. It was just awkward of him just staring at that camera.
And then the cyborg stuff was like you get little hints of Wonder Woman, Flash, and Aquaman, but the cyborg stuff was like a full on, like its own little mini movie.
Here's the cool part about that I was talking to Kenny about. In that part, the person who's putting him together is fucking Joe Morton. Joe Morton is from Terminator 2, who did the whole Cyberdyne thing. And I was in theaters freaking the fuck out, like, yo, that's Joe. So it just all like went together. I was just like,
Terminator.
Those are called parallels, kids.
That's actually why I went and watched it a second time. Erie was like, man, I'm gonna go watch it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go watch it again too. I'm just gonna go watch it because maybe there's some stuff I missed because I did step out and go to the bathroom because that damn movie theater soda, I don't know what it does to you or whatever. Yeah. I didn't get no popcorn this time, but I wanted to watch it a second time and just catch stuff that I probably didn't catch.
Yeah, I'll say this: do not wait for this to come out on DVD, Blu-ray. If you have not seen the movie, for those listening, go see it in theater. This is one of those theater blockbuster movies. You gotta have the Coke, you gotta have the popcorn. This is one of those movies. It made me feel like I was like watching Independence Day in the theater again, or Jurassic Park.
I got the chills on certain parts where I was just like, man, this is what I've always wanted as a child, and it finally happened. Yeah. Wait, before we finish that though.
Marvel, they made like 4 or 5 movies to build up to the Avengers. This one, they put like 3 main characters all together. So for all the critics talking about, it's kind of boring or whatever, they cram 3 main characters in and then try to put a little story in with them. So, I mean, you're going to have a little talking here and there, but it makes sense. Like, you have to have that. Otherwise, you're not going to know what's going on.
That's what also worried me was like...
The action is, like, ridiculous.
Yeah, it was good. But like with Spider-Man 3, the Sam Raimi one, when they were just shoehorning good guys and bad guys into the movie, I was really worried because I didn't know if they were going to be able to pull it off with this movie, but they did. Yeah. Like, even with all the good guys, even with all the bad guys and all the stuff going on, it all worked so well.
Yeah. Man, I swear, like, that first scene when I seen Batman hanging up in that corner.
I'm just scared. Like, what the hell?
Chilling. Dude, I thought it was like the Creeper or whatever, I was like, damn, I mean, it was like one of them horror movies. You like, look behind you, you know what I'm saying?
It's Batman, watch out. He's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
To go back to that Lex scene where the courtroom scene where there was an older joke between him and was it the mayor? Senator. Where he was trying to get
Granny's peach tea.
Yeah, he told her about that. He had the Kryptonian to bring back to kill Superman basically, and she was like, I don't want you to bring that here. So he was just like, fuck it. He did it anyway, but he was gonna go to that court hearing to tell everybody that he's had the
opportunity.
To take Superman down, because at the time people are mad at Superman, thinking that he's the reason for a lot of people dying.
He orchestrated that so well to make the public scared of Superman.
But she told him it was, I can't remember the line, but it was something about Granny's peach tea.
Yeah. Don't
spoil
try
that
to give me pit.
Oh, never mind.
No, let's leave the jokes to the movie. Just go see it.
That scene good, yeah.
The whole movie, just go see it. Don't.
I mean, for the record, I don't
anything.
care about spoilers. If y'all want to talk about it, go right
No, well,
ahead.
this is just a fun joke that they put into the movie.
Yeah, I'll leave that one alone. But the last thing I will talk about though is the actual fight itself between Batman and Superman.
People are saying that it was too short or whatever. I thought it went perfectly.
I didn't need any more than what it did.
Yeah.
That scene.
It was everything it needed to be.
I'm a Batman fan, so I was happy. I just figured Batman would get the upper hand in the end because of his intelligence, So
he did.
Yeah, he did.
I think what I wanted was to have Batman standing over Superman at the end of the thing, being like, "This is it. I'm gonna kill you," and like something finally stop it. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, that was good.
That scene happened, and I was like, "Thank you, Lord." Now all the people that are like, "Superman would just murder Batman," like, okay. Superman was holding back at the beginning.
Yeah, he was.
So if Superman wanted to kill Batman, he would have.
Yeah. Batman.
But
and
circumstances.
I will tell you that in a cage match, Superman wins all day. But given the way Batman, he already set up where he was going to meet him at. He set up what he was going to do. He's a planner.
Oh,
You let Batman play, and you're not going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And that happened.
And this Batman gave no fucks. Like
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, people were mad because he killed people, right? They're saying in all actuality, in all previous Batman movies, he's killed people before. Just because you didn't see that person physically die in front of you, he's killed people.
If you push a dude off a building, Batman,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he died.
Exactly. Like
It's like that college humor skit where he doesn't realize that he's killing people.
Yeah.
pretty much. He could have pulled him out of there, but he's like, I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you. That means you killed him. You could have pulled him out of there, and you just flew out of there, dude.
Yeah, this Batman was fucking awesome,
That one
man.
scene where they were fighting, and he got stabbed in the shoulder, and he got him off of it, and he pulled that knife out and grabbed that dude and walked up to him and shoved it in his gut. I was just like, wow.
Yeah. See, Batman's on the point of like that Murtaugh.
That's what I was thinking.
He's on that lethal weapon. I'm too old for this shit now. So he's just like.
But as an audience that we've seen the movie John Wick, we need that now.
Yeah.
It's like we've been craving it for the past 20 years. They've taken that away from us. Back in the 80s, people were getting shot in the faces all the time in movies.
Yeah.
And then like 20 years went by where we never got to see any of that anymore. And so now Daredevil's cutting dudes' heads off. John Wick's shooting dudes right in their faces. We need Batman to break dudes' necks and rip throats. We miss it.
Join in on that. We can't have a nice Batman's like, what the hell?
Yeah. And that whole like, I don't kill people, I do kill people, I don't kill people, I do kill people debate, if you need that in your show, watch Daredevil Season 2.
Yeah.
Because they do that debate well.
Yeah.
They make you question your own morality.
Yeah.
And Erie hit me to it right now. Bro, I'm on episode 12. You told me Sunday about the Flash, like, I needed to catch up on it. I'm on episode 12 already, and I just started it last night.
Flash is good.
Yeah.
Like, I've been nonstop catching up on the Flash. I'm gonna get up on the Arrow. That's the thing. The thing with DC is like, people want them to make so many great movies. Their TV shows are fucking awesome. The TV shows are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the Flash.
And that's where Marvel is doing things right, is that their TV and movie universes are still kind of coinciding with one another, but DC is kind of that's the one mistake they're still making. But with so many alternate world theories and dimensions and parallel universes, it's almost like in our brains they can just all still be in the same universe.
Yeah.
Because
Thanks to Flash.
yeah, because of the Flash and the 52 other worlds, then yeah, who's to say Batman, Superman, Dawn of Justice isn't just World 31?
Flash right now, because this damn Dr. Wells, he has his damn newspaper from the future, and he's trying to keep the Flash alive, but I think he's the bad guy, you know?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure this out.
Yeah, so yeah.
DC is keeping me more interested than Marvel, you know, with Marvel I kind of...
Let's not do the Marvel versus DC stuff.
You know,
Kenny, come on.
Don't get me wrong, I love it. Wolverine is my favorite Marvel character.
I'm sorry.
Who?
Wolverine.
Yeah, hang up.
Hey, man.
Hang up on him.
Why y'all mad at Wolverine?
Yeah, because Wolverine's great, but
Being
come on.
tired is one thing, but I can't be mad at it. He's one of my favorites.
That's
but
like when I
I'm
say,
tired
yeah,
seeing
I
it.
watch anime. What's your favorite anime? Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, King,
How you gonna like Wolverine but hate Vegeta? They're the same character.
I didn't say I hate Vegeta.
Wolverine,
I never said they're the same character.
Wolverine doesn't lose as many fights as Vegeta.
Yeah, he does.
He loses a lot of fights.
I don't see that man get killed get hit by many of the Sentinels and get knocked unconscious.
I've seen him get killed a couple of times.
They're the same human being with the same hair. Like, yeah.
With the same hair.
Well, if this Batman Superman's not your cup of tea, Lego Batman's coming out in 2017. The teaser trailer came out. It looks hilarious.
And now you can have your Adam West fun Batman back. God damn, I hate that.
I'm gonna love both of them. No, I love it. It's gonna be funny. Yeah, so we're about to talk about Pee-wee's Big Holiday. So if you don't have any opinions, we're gonna let you go.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling.
We finna finish this up. I hate you, back.
Alright, bro.
Tell everybody K-bye.
K-bye. Watch the movie. K-bye.
All right.
We're not really talking about Pee-wee's Big Holiday. It did come out on Netflix. If you're a Pee-wee
Did you watch it?
I watched the first half. I just was busy and I need to catch up on it.
I ain't started
It
yet.
Pee-wee-
hasn't got bad ratings.
Pee-wee Herman is a huge hero of mine. He's one of the original Permakids. I just love that kind of stuff. This one was, Adam McKay who made this? No,
I can't remember.
oh,
I hadn't even watched it yet.
what's his name?
So,
Not Dan Harmon, not Adam McKay.
that dude. Teddy
Oh.
Brunson. That's who made it.
That guy. He makes all the Seth Rogen movies at the thing. Judd Apatow.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Judd Apatow. I can't believe I forgot your name.
Don Knotts.
No, Judd Apatow produced it, and it's really awkward and weird, but I love that kind of stuff. So, Pee-wee's Big Holiday, check it out. It's free if you have Netflix. Get your friend's Netflix password. Check it out.
That's what I do. Time to eat Patrice.
To go into video game news, the first DLC popped out for Fallout 4. Was it Rise of the Automatron? I can't say that word.
I think that's right.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Automatons.
I'll say this: there's not a lot of content. There's like 4 missions. It's a little stale. It reads stale like a goofy comic book. The ending was anticlimactic, but the robot creation was cool. But I feel like if they had just incorporated that from the beginning and not made it a DLC, then it would have been better. I don't know. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas DLC was just so... It was so rich and good, and it took you out of what you were normally doing. And this
This was like the
satisfied,
free update one though, right? Like the bigger piece comes later, doesn't it?
Oh well, yeah. More are coming out. I wasn't aware if it was free or not because back when Fallout 4 first came out, I got the $30 season pass, so they're all going to be free for me. So I don't know which ones cost or whatever. So if this one was free, then yeah, because I don't think it was worth but like $5 if you did having to pay for it. Creating your own robot's fun though.
That's what I heard.
I don't know. It just wasn't what I wanted it to be as far as the first edition to the game. They're gonna add something that needs to be bigger to me. I don't know. Okay.
Now I got the division to finally go along with him and Woodrow, and
You love it? You hate it?
I like it. It has its fucking faults for me, but I like it for at the end of the day. I like the game. but it's got its faults.
Glitch City, bitch. Glitch City, bitch.
Yeah, first day I actually got into playing it, the game crashed on me 3 times, and on top of that, I got Delta codes. I got a code called Mike, which who the hell names these codes? What is Delta? What is Mike?
Delta.
Who's Mike?
Deltas and
if
Mikes.
Mike is an asshole that created that error, then I'm pissed at you for doing that shit. That's
a networking error. That's as soon as you tweet them and tell them that you got a Delta or a Mike, they tweet you back and say, "Hey, you need to reset your modem." Well, goddamn it, I have no trouble logging into Destiny. How come I can't log? Yeah. How come I'm getting Deltas and Mikes on Ubisoft?
At least Bungie got creative with the names. We got like Caterpillar and fucking Baboon and some other shit. But nonetheless, I can get past those because they only happen to be about 3 times, which I still think that's too many. But the main issue, one of the main ones, is I was sitting beside a fucking SUV, and my leg got stuck in the car door to where I couldn't move. We were at the end of that mission, and they were just like, "Hey, let's go this way," and I'm like, "Hey, I can't because my leg is stuck." And I couldn't move. I had to restart my game because of that.
I'm upset I didn't record that. Yeah, I was actually there to witness that.
That's his leg in real life?
Yeah. Like, I was just sitting there.
No, I'm saying, has that ever happened to you in real life?
One time it did.
Oh, okay.
Your leg got caught in the car.
I gotta get to the post office.
I couldn't go anywhere. But, like, I'm like, look, like, my legs through the door, and I couldn't move. It was just, I just sat still, and I was just like,
hey, next time you shouldn't try to get inside the SUV. You should just take cover behind it.
Yeah,
wait a minute. That's what I did. You know, you hit the A button and he takes cover. And then when you move away, he stands up and then his leg gets stuck.
Why'd you try to get in the vehicle? I thought you couldn't drive all the vehicles that were sitting around.
You know, man, it was my fault.
Yeah, it was your fault.
Why button?
Don't blame Ubisoft.
That's fucking who I blame. Other than that, the only other problem I have is that the power levels are unbalanced as fuck. Like, it's no reason why I should be level 26 and go into a level 27 mission and still be able to get 2-shot killed by everything. And I wasn't even in a mission. I was in an encounter, which is even worse. But other than that, I like the game, man. They just need to, like, they need to balance some shit out. They don't need to make everything one level above that much more difficult to where I can't do it by myself.
I see a lot of patches in our near future.
Yes.
It's going to be just like the first week of Grand Theft. I'm not even going to say Destiny. Destiny worked better during its first week than Division did, but Grand Theft was pure and utter bullshit.
Was just like, I was pulling skin off my face. It's like, I want to play this game that came out. Why can't I play?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Just work on your balancing, man. That's all I'm asking.
What games are coming out that we should be excited about? I just did hear about that Lord of the Rings Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, they're doing the sequel to that. They just got announced. I didn't get fully announced.
That's going to come out probably in 2018.
Quantum Break comes out next week.
Quantum Break comes out on the 5th.
I'm going to get that.
I'm buying the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
That game looks tight as fuck. I get to play with Iceman. We get the free shit still, even though he's not Iceman. See that reference, X-Men, whatever?
Oh, typecast.
Yeah. Is it Sean Ashmore?
Yeah.
He just, everything he's going to get casted now, he's just going to be able to freeze things, whether it be literally freezing them or just stopping time.
Almost said Sean Astin, but that's a Hobbit.
He was in a movie called Frozen where him and his 2 friends were on the ski lift, and the ski lift stopped midway. And
I've
they were
seen
stuck
Frozen,
up there.
and that never happened.
No.
Let it go.
But damn, I don't know why I never thought about that. Frozen, it wasn't bad, by the way. I don't remember who else was in the movie with him, but
Sean Ashmore, and
that's all that matters. Sean Ashmore,
one of them survival joints.
He needs to make a
sort of. See, like the ski lift. You know,
isn't that where they actually jumped down from the ski lift and broke their leg?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do.
Because what usually happens is they're just like, "Hey, don't go on that ski lift because we're about to close." And they're just like, "We can do one more ride without them knowing." And then they do it, and then the ski lodge closes, and they're just hanging in midair in the middle of a fucking blizzard.
So, if you haven't seen Batman Superman, don't go see it. Go watch this Frozen movie first.
With it. It used to be on Netflix years ago. I don't know where it's at now.
That sound when they jumped down and broke.
Go to Blockbuster and rent it on VHS.
Goddamn Blockbuster.
Go rent it at Bowles. That is a reference from Left.
So pretty soon, we're probably going to try to make some more skits again. I know it's been a long time. I know everybody's been wanting us to do skits because we haven't been doing them. Kaiser's like, who the hell's been wanting us to do skits? I made that up. Okay, relax.
That's called people ask. I'm usually about the depressed gamer one most of the time. That's why I usually get.
And we're gonna get together and we're gonna play Brawlhalla. We're gonna play video games, couch co-op stuff. Because
we're gonna buy Rocket League.
Rocket League, yes.
Every one of us needs to buy Rocket League so we can play.
We're back. Permakids are back. We never left, but we're gonna hit it hard and just get up in your faces. And if you forgot we existed or you thought we broke apart, how dare you? How dare us? That's on us.
Message. I know in 2016 it's cool to hate everything, but just try to enjoy some shit, man. Don't let critics tell you what movie you should and shouldn't go watch. Go watch it yourself. You might end up liking it. But stop hating everything. I know everybody's got a fucking blog and a Facebook and everything, and everyone has opinions. I'm okay with that.
Now,
but stop hating everything.
Having said that, just because we're in the don't hate everything mode, not Kaiser, he's still in hates everything mode. But just because we're like trying to be optimistic about stuff doesn't mean we're just gonna let certain things pass.
Oh no, yeah. There's still bad shit in the world. Don't get me wrong. But like, don't go into every movie just thinking this is gonna be terrible before you watch it. Just go with an open mind, man.
I've already lost a lot of credibility with some shit that I've said. Just like you can get online and see me saying Star Wars sucks. I love Star Wars. Jurassic Park sucks. I love Jurassic Park. I'm just whatever. I'm just a friggin' whatever. Who cares?
I've just enjoyed movies way more the past couple of years now that I'm just not going in trying to critique every movie scene for scene. I'm just watching the movie.
Hey man, I've enjoyed movies for the past couple of years.
You don't fucking watch movies at all.
Exactly.
He's at home watching Gumball.
The same episode for like the 8th time.
His face is so funny. Yeah. That's great, dude.
we saw
need to get Kaiser
6 months ago.
We need to get him some help.
He
Guys,
needs to watch
look at it.
Daredevil.
Look at it. Yeah, watch something. Watch something. If Daredevil was animated, he'd probably give it a chance.
All right.
Hey, before we go, we just wanted to show everybody that we have mugs, we have stickers, we're going to try to get shirts made, some blah, 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 blah. Merchandise. We have a Patreon account, blah, 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 blah. I say blah, 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 blah.
You need to buy one of these. You need to buy these so we can buy Rocket League and then we can make Let's Play
of it. No, but also we wanted to give a couple of shout-outs to some of our friends.
Shout-outs to Bobby Powell, a.k.a. BP from Play, Sell, and Collect. He's shouted me out plenty of times during their videos and on their
Stop
Facebook
giving
page.
your money to GameStop. This guy is a genius.
Yeah, go to Facebook and join Play, Sell, and Collect because they're there for people to basically
Play,
trade,
sell, and collect.
Yeah, trade games, sell games, whatever you want to do. So shout out to BP.
And again, shout out to our friends Alyssa, Emmy, and Aaron, who went to South by Southwest with us. Who showed us around and gave us a place to stay.
Yo, Aaron, if you need me to come beat Luigi's Mansion, I got you.
Yeah, if you haven't beaten Luigi's Mansion by now, I'll take my shout out back. Shout out to Kenny, who joined us for this episode and gave some awesome opinions and review on Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And shout out to all of our listeners, all 30 of you. And share it, and see if anybody else is gonna, like what we have to say.
Yeah. So until then.
Oh, shout out to Stuart Burson.
Oh, shout out to Stewie B. That's what I never called him that, but it just seemed
Carl
right.
Chambers.
Shout out to Turmer.
My friend Chad Harry.
Shout out to Chadwick Harry.
Shout out to Xbox Live.
Shout out to
Shout out to Michonne and shout out to Carl's Eye in The Walking Dead.
Carl's Eye.
If we missed you, we'll get you next time. Just hit us up on Facebook. Shout out to Daniel Stanley and Daniel Stanley Productions. That dude's hilarious. If you don't think so, then you have no sense of humor.
And shout out to my man Justin Levitsky.
Justin, we love you. Stay Carl Papa.
Shout out to Carl Papa.
What's the thing? What is it? What does he say?
Jiggy Jar Jar
Jiggy
Dude.
Jar Jar Dude. Let's end every episode with a Jiggy
I got flow.
Jar Jar Dude.
True.
Bye.
Jazz hands.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Jazz hands.
Man, put the fucking phone down.
What a girl want to do with your phone?
You ain't got no friends!
Let's do it, fellas.
Hey, this is episode 35 of the Permakid podcast. We're very excited about this episode.
35.
Yeah, 35. Yeah, we're
That's
doing
a lot
it.
of shit.
If we
35 times
We've done this podcast. Oh, that's red.
Oh man. No, yeah, that. Oh, jeez, yeah. We should start off by singing that song. Not really.
That's just gonna be our anthem.
Why not?
I'm dying. Okay, let's hold on.
They put this glass down in front of me for some reason.
Yeah, because we want you to drink the invisible water.
I think you're gonna start this over.
Okay. Yeah. What?
I think that's when you gonna start it over.
No, I mean it was good, but I mean I can just edit some stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's not a problem. No, but we are excited about this episode because a lot of stuff has happened in the nerd world. Nobody gets their news from us, but you know what we're good for is giving our opinions about the things that we have seen, and
some people will get it. We'll say some news,
yeah.
but then some people won't know something happened until like 2 weeks later, and they'll be like, "Hey, did you know that?" And I was like, "Yeah, you mean we posted it on the page about 2 weeks ago?"
Well, I mean, you know, if people don't listen to us, that's fine. They're
It
going
ain't
about
fine.
their
Pay
day, they're
attention.
doing whatever. Maybe we should start this
No.
podcast too. They're like, hey, y'all need to listen to us.
It's not just the podcast. I mean, just the page in general. We
I will say this: it is annoying because now that we are trying to be in the public eye, and when we say things very publicly, like, "Oh man, I'm so excited about this movie," and then like 2 weeks later, somebody's like, "Have you heard that that movie's coming out?" And it's like, okay, we're friends. But now I know you don't go to our website, you don't go to our podcast.
Yeah. So pay attention, folks.
No, you
asking.
don't. I feel like we're like holding our friendship hostage.
I'm just asking for simple. Just pay attention.
Yeah, come on.
pay
We're
attention.
not so boring, are we? You know. Anyway, maybe we should start this over. Okay.
Start it over. Just start it over.
Okay.